Multifamily is a people industry, and that has been really obvious during all the changes that have been required during the pandemic. We are a high touch industry, and we've always been very people centered. So the COVID-19 has pushed us forward in our use of technology faster than we really had plans for. Operationally, leasing offices closed, which was a big shock to the system, right? So there was a swift move to online payments, virtual leasing, contact-free resident verifications and move-ins, electronic renewals, online service requests, all of the programs that we had to put into play to facilitate distancing, but that still allowed us to maintain a certain level of service for our residents and for our prospects. With the new electronic workflows for all of these things, coupled with our newfound appreciation for community, I think that our new normal could move our leasing teams further into more of a community ambassador kind of role that would allow them to cultivate groups within their specific communities and start to encourage book clubs and exercise clubs and bike riding clubs, cooking clubs, things like that. We've always known that cultivating these individual areas of interest would improve our resident lifestyle and improve our resident retention. And then it would also save operators like us and our residents time, effort, and money by creating these lifestyles that are tied to their community. Long term, I think that if we're able to do this, we may see that our lengths of residencies change. And as we perceive all these benefits, more of our budget and our attention is going to be given to these platforms and policies that help to facilitate these programs. Financially, there's going to be a long-term effect on occupancy and rents for multifamily businesses that takes us well into 2021. Renewals are being signed flat for many markets right now, and new leases are being held flat right now. So for those owners that are willing to actually make long-term commitments, that means that no lift for this year on 50 to 60% of the leases they sign each month for renewals. New lease rates can recover a little more quickly because we can watch daily and make sure that our new leases match up to our market demand. And we can be ready when the market starts to improve, but that's limited to the other 40 to 50% of the leases that we sign monthly. A notably larger share of household heads employed are employed by industries that have been impacted by closures. So roughly a quarter of multifamily leases could come under some level of default pressure in the coming months. As we return to our new normal, we may see that payment plans become more permanent than they were originally intended when we rolled them out on April 1st. I definitely anticipate them lasting through Q3 at least. We'll likely also see a whole new level of attention from outside sources to the build out and investment in fintech and payment option platforms than we've ever seen before in multifamily. The new physical distancing, as I saw in the group chat, is the preferred term now. Physical distancing has taught us all in a very short period of time that we don't have to be face to face to get work done, but we do certainly like to see a friendly face every now and then. And I know that we're all missing the feel of community, and I know that by the number of virtual happy hours that I have been invited to in the last couple of weeks. So I anticipate that as we start to hone these new policies and procedures around offering contact-free leasing and move-ins and notices and maintenance options, I also think we're going to see really intentional efforts put towards specialized human contact as soon as we're able to do that.